screams tore through the gleaming halls of the Galactic Academy. Something was inside, something fast, something hungry. Alien students ran, their many eyes wide with terror. A sharp hiss echoed from the vents. Then silence. Just hours earlier, everything had been normal. The Deathworlders humans had arrived with their pets. Small, furry things. Harmless, they said. The aliens had laughed. Pets, how cute. But now, blood smeared the walls. The humans stood frozen as panic spread. One of them, a boy named Jake, clenched his fists. He knew what was coming. The principal, a towering alien with shimmering scales, grabbed Jake's shoulder. "What are those things?" he demanded. Jake swallowed. "On Earth, we call them ferrets." A crash from the ceiling. Claws scraped metal. The principal's voice dropped to a whisper. "Those are not pets. They're something else." And then the lights went out. The emergency lights flickered on, painting the hallway in eerie red. A low growl rumbled from the shadows. Then movement. A tiny alien child, no taller than a human's knee, crouched near an open locker. It reached out with trembling tentacles toward a small, fuzzy creature. The thing tilted its head-nascent black eyes, twitching whiskers. "It's cute," the child whispered. Then the creature bared its teeth. A blur of fur and fury launched forward. The alien screamed high-pitched, terrified ass. The creature latched onto its arm. Blood splattered the floor. "Get it off! Get it off!" Teachers rushed in, but the humans yanked them back. "Don't!" Jake shouted. "It'll go for your face next!" Panic exploded. Students trampled each other to escape. The creature now stained red darted into the vents, its tiny claws clicking against the metal. Silence. Then, from inside the walls, scratching. More of them were coming. The school's intercom crackled to life. "All students shelter in place immediately." Jake and his human friends huddled in the cafeteria, surrounded by terrified aliens. A four-armed professor pointed angrily at them. "You said these were pets." One human girl, Mia, sighed. "On Earth, we have a saying, everything wants to kill you." The aliens stared. Mia pulled up a holographic image. "See this cute furry thing? It's a ferret. On our planet, they hunt snakes twice their size." Another human added, "And that was just the small one we brought. Some kids have ... bigger pets." A sudden bang came from the ceiling. Dust rained down, "bigger ... An alien squeaked. Jake looked at the air vent chest as something heavy landed inside it. The metal groaned under the weight. "Oh no," Mia whispered. "That's not a ferret." Something with glowing eyes peered through the vent, slats ... and licked its lips. The vent exploded. Metal shrieked as something massive crashed into the cafeteria. Tables flipped. Alien students screamed and scrambled backward in the flickering red emergency lights. They saw a muscular, low-slung creature with dagger-like claws. Saliva dripped from its snarling mouth as it scanned the room. "Is that ... a Earth dog?" An alien whimper. Jake shook his head. "Worse, that's a honey badger." The creature's beady eyes locked onto a group of aliens hiding behind a table. It charged. Plates and food went flying as the honey badger plowed through their barricade like it was paper. One alien tried to zap it with a stun gun. The creature barely flinched. It chomped down on the weapon and spit out sparking pieces. "They don't feel pain." Mia yelled over the chaos, and they never give up. The principal grabbed the humans. "You need to stop this." Jake looked at his friends, then at the rampaging beast. "We can try, but first we need to survive it." Somewhere, in the distance, another air vent rattled ominously. The honey badger stood on top of an overturned table, its claws digging deep grooves into the metal surface. The cafeteria was in ruins, food containers smashed, chairs broken into splinters. A dozen alien students huddled behind the only remaining intact table, their breathing shallow with terror. Then the lights went out. Complete darkness swallowed the room. Someone whimpered. A chair scraped against the floor. "Don't move," Jake whispered. "It can hear better than it can see." A wet sniffing sound came from the left, then from the right. The creature was circling them, an alien's tentacle. Accidentally knocked over a cup. The plastic hit the floor with a clatter. Silence, then snarl. The honey badger launched through the dark. Students screamed as it barreled into them. Emergency lights flickered back on just in time to see it sink its teeth into an alien's protective soutane, shake its head like a toy. Mia grabbed Jake's arm. "We need to lead it away." How? She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small, crinkling bag. Earthway. The honey badger's head snapped up at the sound. Its nose twitched. Mia slowly backed toward the broken doorway, shaking the bag. "Come on, you little monster. Dinner time." The creature dropped the alien and stalked after her, drool dripping from its jaws. Jake watched them go, then turned to the trembling aliens. "Okay, new rule. No sudden movements, no loud noises, and for the love of space, don't run." From down the hallway came the sound of tearing metal and Mia's distant shout, "I need a bigger bag." Mia sprinted down the hallway, the honey badger close behind her. She turned a corner and skidded to a stop. The corridor was blocked by fallen debris. The creature slowed, its claws clicking against the floor as it approached. Then, from the shadows, a low growl rumbled. The honey badger froze. Its ears twitched. Something moved in the darkness, a pair of glowing eyes, unblinking. A sleek, muscular shape slinked forward. "Oh no," Mia breathed. "Not you, ... The alien students who had followed at a safe distance gasped as the new creature stepped into the light. It was smaller than the honey badger, but its movements were liquid smooth, its tail flicking with quiet menace. "Is that ... a house cat?" One alien whispered. Jake, who had just caught up, grabbed Mia's arm. "Run now." The honey badger snarled and lunged, but the cat moved faster. It swiped, claws flashing. The honey badger yelped, stumbling back. The cat sat down, licked its paw, and stared at the aliens with eerie calm. Then the vents above them rattled. Something was moving inside, something bigger than the ferrets, faster than the honey badger, and far more curious than the cat. A metallic screech echoed through the hallway as the vent cover tore free and a pair of small, clever hands gripped the edges. "Oh no," Jake said. "They brought a monkey." The monkey dropped from the vent with a thud, its beady eyes scanning the hallway. It tilted its head at the cat, then at the honey badger, then let out a screech that made the aliens cover their ears. The cat's fur bristled. The honey badger backed up a step. Then the monkey bared its teeth in something disturbingly close to a smile. "That's not a normal monkey," Mia whispered. "That's a rhesus macaque there, territorial." As if on cue, the monkey lunged at the nearest alien. A tall, tentacled student hand yanked a shiny communicator from its belt. The alien reached for it, but the monkey screeched and hurled the device straight at its face. Thunk, that the alien staggered back, clutching its forehead. The monkey chattered in delight, then bolted down the hallway straight toward the school's control room. "Oh no," Jake said. "If it gets to the security systems..." The cat suddenly took off after the monkey, moving like a shadow. The honey badger, still nursing its pride from the cat's earlier swipe, hesitated, then followed, driven by either revenge or curiosity. The aliens and humans exchanged glances. "Do we follow them?" one student asked from the control room. Down the hall came the sound of buttons being mashed, alarms blaring, and then, ominously, the hiss of the school's automatic doors unlocking. "We might not have a choice," Mia said, paling. "It just let everything outside in." The control panel sparked as the monkey smashed its fist against the buttons, its high-pitched chittering echoing through the suddenly silent hallway. A final, decisive bang. It ripped out an entire console and flung it over its shoulder. The school's automated voice boomed. "Emergency containment protocols deactivated." A series of heavy clunks vibrated through the walls as every security door in the academy slid open at once. Jake's blood ran cold. It just unlocked the exotic species lab. A distant, guttural roar shook the ceiling tiles. The monkey froze mid-celebration, its ears twitching. Even the cat and honey badger stopped their pursuit. Suddenly, tense. From the far end of the corridor came a new sound of skittering, multi-legged clicking, getting louder. "Please tell me that's not an alien student," begged. A massive, segmented leg curled around the corner, then another and another. "Terrakian cave spider," the principal whispered, his scales paling. "Extremely venomous, extremely aggressive." The monkey screeched and bolted in the opposite direction, straight toward the humans. The cat and honey badger were already gone, having vanished into the vents. Mia grabbed Jake's arm. "We need to move now." Now, as they ran, the spider's hiss echoed behind them, followed by the terrible sound of something large and heavy being dragged. The school's intercom crackled weakly. "All students, ... good luck." The Tarakian cave spider scuttled forward, its 8 glassy eyes reflecting the emergency lights. Droplets of venom dripped from its fangs, sizzling holes into the floor. The students backed away straight into a dead-end classroom. Mind raced. Spiders on Earth track movement. "Maybe this one," Scrack the monkey, now perched on a ceiling pipe, hurled a chair at the spider. The creature lunged, but the monkey swung away. The spider's leg speared straight through a metal desk instead. "Or maybe it just hates loud noises," Mia muttered. She grabbed a fire extinguisher and slammed it against the wall. Boom! The spider's head snapped toward the sound. Mia did it. Again, edging toward the broken window. "Jake, the labs, sonic cleaners, can you trigger them remotely?" Jake fumbled with his cum device. If the monkey didn't break the S, a high-pitched whine built through the school's speakers. The spider reared back, legs clattering in distress. "Run!" They dove through the window just as the sonic pulse hit. Behind them, the spider writhed fled toward the vents. Smashing through DUCTWORK. Panting, Jake looked at the monkey now sitting innocently on a locker. "You ... helped." The monkey sneezed in his face and stole his cum. The sonic pulse echoed through the school's lower levels, and something answered. A deep, shuddering thud rattled the walls. Pipes burst. The monkey froze, a stolen energy bar halfway to its mouth. Then the floor moved. "That's not the spider," Mia whispered with a deafening roar. The Academy's long-dormant Ventorian sludge beast erupted from beneath the cafeteria gelatinous building-sized predator that had been hibernating under the school for centuries. The remaining creatures reacted instantly. The honey badger attacked it on sight. The cat yawned and strolled away. The monkey hurled debris at it. While screaming, the ferrets began tunneling into its sides. The alien students gaped as the humans cheered. "Now, this is an Earth-style field trip," Jake yelled, grabbing a fire axe. The sludge beast recoiled not from the axe, but from the tiny, relentless predators now eating it. Within minutes, the immortal terror of the galaxy was reduced to whimpers as the ferrets burrowed deeper and the honey badger ripped chunks from its core. The principal stared. "Your pets are winning." Mia shrugged. "Told you they weren't pets." As the sludge beast collapsed, the creatures emerged victorious, then immediately turned on each other. The humans herded the aliens toward escape pods. "Wait," an alien cried. "What about them?" Jake glanced back at the snarling, hissing, screeching chaos. "They'll work it out, probably." The last pod launched just as the school's self-destruct activated courtesy of the monkey. From orbit, they watched the Academy explode with several small, angry shadows leaping to safety. Epilogue. The galaxy unanimously voted no more Earth pets, ever.